Nah, tab.
Okay, so good evening, good night, good morning, depending on which part of the world you're on. This is Pixelia here, and I'm with my man Galazy.
Yo,
He's an amazing musician from the Audius community, and we're stoked to have you here, bro. Thank you for being here with us today. How are you doing?
thank you so much for allowing me to be here. It's amazing.
No, it's not me who allowed you to be here. It was your community who selected you to be here. So thank them. I'm just a vessel, brother.
Too good, too good.
So, brother, now that you're like we're thanking each other about the like you're thanking me for being here, and I'm telling you like it's literally your community. Let's talk about audios. Like, let's jump right into the conversation of
Let's do it.
audios. But there's no audios conversation without your story of the crypto environment, if
Hmm.
you have one. So, how was it that your crypto journey slash musical journey make you end up using Audius? How did that came to happen?
I think one amazing aspect of Audius, which is kind of led me into that path, is that it's so music focused while still being crypto related, if that makes sense. So my way into Audius and my way into blockchain whatsoever was basically Audius was hosting, I think, around 4 years ago at this point, when it was still in closed beta. They were hosting competitions for musicians and producers to make songs and then upload them to Audius to get people using the platforms, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was a part of that, and I found it amazing, especially with the community aspect of people listening to each other's music and stuff like that. And then progressively, as I was using the platform more and more, I got interested in the crypto aspect, and then since then, the past 4 years or so, I've understood more and more crypto in general. I've become more aware of the landscape and everything like that. I still have a lot to learn. Obviously, I'm a musician at heart and a producer at heart, but like I think crypto is very fascinating, and Audius really allows me to explore that without it being too overly complicated. It's a great way into the space. I think that's amazing.
Would you say that part of what attracted you from Audius is that it made crypto easy for you
Yes,
to
it makes it accessible. That's what it is. And you can kind of you can choose yourself how much of crypto you want to be involved in. Say if I just want to be using the platform as standalone music platform and I don't care about crypto whatsoever, that's totally cool. But it still gives you the opportunity to be able to look into crypto to understand what it is about, how it works. You can dive into all the nitty gritties of the open source code and everything like that. That makes you understand how the platform actually works and how crypto functions and how Audius fits into the crypto landscape as a whole as well. So it totally depends on how much you want to dive into it. And I think that's really, really cool. So it makes it accessible for everyone.
that's like I keep hearing this about Audius. Like I experienced Audius myself when we initiated this, say, partnership with Audius and Anten and DG. You know, the thing that caught my personal attention was exactly what you described. Okay,
Hmm.
like I am not a musician. I do, however, love music, and I am some sort of a game freak. So I tend to collect things. I collect games. I collect. For instance, I have an amazing vinyl collection.
Mm.
Like old school music. I have a cassette collection. I have a console collection, and Audius, like it allows you to explore music in a way that it allows you to explore while you're not ready to collect. It allows you to tip those those who you like, and through that blockchain component allows you to just dive into it. That they have their token, all these things. I am still figuring out their platform myself. But what I noticed is that it's not necessary to do all the crypto related stuff to get access to the content, to the platform. To just use it, you know? And fuck, it just blew my mind because I couldn't agree with you more. I keep telling this to everybody. The way we get people to Web3 is by creating Web 2.5 solution.
Mm,
You know, you make them use blockchain without them knowing that they're using blockchain. And by the
exactly.
time they
Yeah.
realize, the curiosity will lead them the path. You know,
Yeah. And
as a
say,
musician, you know how Audius has taught you to leverage yourself through the blockchain.
yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting what you bring up because say if someone is, for example, a collector, if someone's a physical collector of music and hasn't really ever explored the digital possibilities of music, isn't like even dived into Spotify or anything like that, right? They don't know anything about it. They don't want to. But then, if you make your way into Audius and kind of understand what it is, that and it opens gates in order to be able to understand more about crypto, which can, for example, lead you into NFTs, for example, which is a form of collecting. So it kind of suits everyone in a sense, because you can both kind of come from the streaming side of things, and simply use it as a digital um, streaming service, but you can also like collect. You can also do a bunch of other things, and that's kind of the upside of crypto because there's so many possibilities. It's open. You can develop things as you go.
That's like for you as an artist, like just tell me from your perspective. Like I'm assuming when you joined the platform, you're like this is just me assuming, but maybe just you just joined from the musical perspective, and then as
Absolutely, yeah.
you let's say unlock the blockchain potential of Audius, your way of perceiving or producing music maybe changed, right? Do
Yes,
you
I
do
would
you
say
think
so.
like this has like changed you somehow as a musician, this technology, or how like possibility wise, like how do you see it changing you?
I would say it's every new experience in life kind of develops you somehow, right? But one thing that Audius has done specifically is kind of um, it's made me more aware of the community aspect. Um, as to like when I'm making music, I'm always bearing in mind who am I sending this out to, who is going to be listening to this. If I am active in different communities, if I'm talking to people, if I'm building connections within the audience space, right, then that allows me to be able to actually envision who would be listening to my music. Say if I have three people that I talk to a lot, then they would be listening to my music because we have a good connection, and then I tailor my music to those kind of people. The same thing goes for the platform in general. If I'm kind of envisioning that someone on Audius is listening to my music, if they're using the visualizer feature, how do I want my music to be perceived through the visualizer feature, for example? And I think that's really cool, and it has an impact on me and has helped me develop a little bit.
When you say like the how you present your music, you mean like the fact that you can token gate it and these features, or what are you exactly referring to when you say that?
Yeah, I it can be a ton of different things. It can be everything from someone's just streaming the song, but it can also, since I'm aware of all these possibilities that I can token gate a song, for example, that helps me if I'm making a song and I'm like, oh, I want to like token gate this song. I know I can do that and I know how to do that. Which kind of helps me in like in the creative process because I know what my possibilities are and I can do a lot more than I could before.
I can see the potential this platform has for an artist to genuinely connect with their community. You
Mm.
know, like okay, so you minted my first NFT. You were the first person, so I'm gonna token gate this song only for the first 10 minters, let's say of X NFT, I don't know. I don't know up to which standard of criteria it can be truncated. But if it for me truncated, it means you can give as many parameters as you want.
Mm.
But I can see how it can help you build a better community, like a committed community, how to engage with your community properly. But as a musician, what would you say the main value that Audius is giving you today? Like, what would that be? Like, if you could name it, like the biggest value I'm obtaining from this is this. What would
I
that
would
be?
I would say probably just a new audience, right? Because it allows me to reach out to a ton of different new people. If I put something up on SoundCloud, for example, I know that that will reach a relatively similar audience every time. Sure, there will be people who vary, and there are a lot of different people who use SoundCloud, but I know that there are X amount of people that will always, it will be the same people as the last song, right? And not being able to branch out of that little space and those select people can be a little bit damaging if you're wanting to grow, if you're wanting to develop musically, if you're wanting to build a new community, expand your community, right? And but when I release something on Audius, it's a totally different group of people who will listen to that song or that piece of work or anything like that, which is amazing because I think that's something that every musician and every creator can benefit from. Like no matter really what your perspective on Audius is. Like some people might just be like, "Oh, Audius, it doesn't impress me," right? It doesn't really matter because all those people still have something to gain, and I think that's really really cool.
Like, regardless of on their personal feeling about the platform at that second, they're still, if they exist on it, they're still getting a benefit out of it. And
Exactly,
I
and they're
can,
not losing anything.
yeah, yeah, I can agree with you on that. Look, I was checking the other day that Spotty Wi-Fi, he released some of his music on Audios, his early days, and I was thinking like, fuck. So like, if like there's like, if even the biggest players are looking into it, then there's something there that maybe we're missing. And then I started talking to every musician that I have bumped into, and everybody keeps telling me the same that you're telling me. Like, it's just the way it can add value to you as a musician, just by being in a social network platform that it's art driven. Like, you're interacting all the time, like all the time with people who are genuinely interested in what's going on there, and
Hmm.
most of them want to collaborate with you, and most of them want to take active part of the community. So you have like all these insane collaborations. I've been hearing about this um, remix or mashup contest they do,
Mm,
about this community playlist, and how and the amount of engagement they get from a community. I think it's amazing, um, and
absolutely.
and the fact that each community member says the same, it tells me that it is it's a project to be looking at. Just like DG, like, every person you talk to that likes crypto and poker know what DG is, ice poker
Mhm.
is. And dude, I thank you for this. Like, thank you for sharing all your audience wisdom. I know that there's a lot more to share. I wish we had the time, but I am pretty sure that we will be seeing you more around the central end.
I hope
Something
so.
tells me that. I know so.
Absolutely.
I
Hmm.
know so. So, Gatsy, my man, thank you for being here tonight. It's been a pleasure. For those audience community members out there that are seeing you, and for those the central end users that have never used Audius, what would be your last words of wisdom today?
Oh man, that's a big question. Um, I think a big thing is just give everything a shot. Like we discussed that earlier. If people have different opinions and on things in the moment and stuff like that, but I think in a lot of scenarios, there's not a lot. There's a lot to gain from just trying. Like try Audius, try Decentraland. Even if you're like not a huge poker player, it doesn't really matter. Like just give it a shot because maybe you like it, maybe you don't, and I think that's really amazing. So I think it's worth trying.
You only take regret of those on those things you don't do. It's what my
Mm,
grandpa used to say. Like,
mm.
um, I always tell people, how can you know if you like sushi if you don't try sushi?
Yeah, what you do, like, sure, you can kind of be against
Like,
something if you know what you're being against, but if you haven't tried, then what's the point? Give it a try.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. Informed decisions, my friend.
Yes,
Informed decisions. Brother, it's been an amazing pleasure. I can wait to see what you have in line for us music wise for tonight's poker game. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll be seeing each other soon. Take care,
love it.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Take care, my friend.
Yeah.